So it's back to looking at the greatest developer of video games who has ever lived, Yandere-chan. So since I did the first one, it's been crying out to do a part 2. And in the part 2, I'm basically just going to go back and see what's been going on, what does the game look like. I'm gonna give the game an actual try. There's going to be footage later where I actually managed to beat a mission. Not the actual campaign. I don't know if the campaign's even gotten far enough that you can get anywhere. But there's like these custom missions that I did manage to beat one of those. So you'll get to enjoy that later. But I just kind of want to go back and see what is the status. What is it? Let's pretend I was a fan of this who is coming back. I don't know, I was off at school or working for a living. I want to see what my hero Yandere had done in the meantime. So I just figured let's take a look at where things are at, how much money this dude's making, how much he's complaining about his life, etc. So to start off with, let's look at his Patreon. So contrary to what people might think, despite not really producing a finished product for, let's see here, since 2014, so it's been 4 years and the game's not even like a third done. So despite that, people still give this asshole $5,300 a month. So if for those of you who aren't that good with math, that is over $60K a year in free money that people just give him for the development of his game that never goes anywhere. And that's as much more than most people make in terms of their normal salary, let alone this is just kind of extra money. He still has a donation button on his website. Let's see here, how does donation work? Wow, that's an amazing page. So we have all these people here who gave him money. Yeah, so a bunch of people give him money in addition to that. But he's hard at work, ladies and gentlemen. He's hard at work making this for you. And he has no time to spend making money for himself. He has no time to spend watching anime or playing video games or anything. He spends all his time programming. It's not as if there's anything else. Oh, whoa. There apparently is something else he does with his time. He's a full-time Twitch streamer in addition to being a game developer. So he gets all these massive amounts of, holy shit, there's the bit totals. Wow, let's take a look at this. So somebody gave him, so is this all time? So let's see, let me just do some math here and how much money this costs. So that is... Okay, so that dude gave him $1,600 because a bit is a penny. So that one asshole gave him $1,600. This other asshole gave him like 8,800. Is that eight? Sorry, I'm really spazzy today. $800. Divided by... Yeah, $800. So yeah, so these people have been just throwing cash at him. Let's look at session. How many subs does he have? So yeah, so we have people who have been subbing to him for over a year. So that's like an additional, what is it, a $250 a month for a sub? So that's like an extra $50. It'd be interesting. I don't know if there's a way to go through and see how much total bits people have gotten. Is it Streamline's leaderboard maybe? I'm not sure if there's, I don't think there's an exact way on how to do it, but yeah, needless to say, people are giving this dude hundreds or thousands of dollars. The last stream, some cuck gave him $40. The Neo Absolution, Serial Fox gave him $18, and Dillweed gave him $16. But he's hard at work at the game, guys. He's super hard at work. There's just a lot of stuff that he's got to do, and like he has to make the game, but he also has to stream 3 hours a day and get thousands of dollars in donations, because that's the life of a full-time game developer, is playing video games for money on the internet. Let's see, it plays Attack on Titan, Daddy of War, Burger Stream. What the hell? There's a stream where he makes hamburgers? Wow, these are pretty. He does like complete Let's Plays, and he streams literally every day, or just about every day. I guess there's a couple of breaks there, but that's if these are the full videos, which he may not even put the full videos up. So that being said, yeah, it's an interesting state of affairs. So who is he following? Please be DSP. Please be DSP. No, he's not following DSP. He's following Cerno, who loves you. I love you too, Cerno. You're best girl. You're probably some dude. 25, 27-year-old Australian. So let's go look at his Graphtreon, which is kind of like Patreon, but with more graphs. Indeed. So let's go here and let us type in... No, that's not what it is. And we will see, like, because I remember last time he was around that much money. I feel like he's hit the amount of cash he's been getting has gone up since the last time I checked him out. Here we go, yandere-dev. So, yeah, he is 16th on games. Let's see, 26 months in the top 50. And let's see here, his monthly Patreon has stayed steady or increased. So let's see, what's it been the last year? Roll time. Yep, it's pretty steadily increased. So now he's getting around $5,000 a month from this. So he's been getting this for the last, like, 3 years. Actually, that might be further back. Yeah, so he's been getting Patreon for the last 3 years. He's been in the top earners on Patreon for about that long. His YouTube subscriber numbers have been going up pretty consistently. Yeah, so they've been going up by about 100,000 a year or so, or 100,000 every couple of months. And he has a lot of Twitter followers too. Wow, that's a lot of Twitter followers. So yeah, so this dude is making bank, and that's just on his Patreon and his Twitch. That's the money that we can see facing us. On the other hand, you also have the money that he makes. And once again, people are going to say, well, Argent, it's his money. If people want to give him money, that's fine. Well, it's true. It is their money. If they want to give this moron money, that's fine. My issue is that he's not delivering like the product he's supposed to do, and that he's just kind of a degenerate in general. So he gets, let me see how many views he gets. He gets like 200,000 views a day. If he puts a new video up, he gets like 1 million views a day. Keep in mind, DSP gets 2 million views a month. Just to put that into perspective. So this dude gets like 279 million views. So assuming a CPM of, let's just give it a really low number. Let's just say 1. Let's see roughly how much money he might have made off of YouTube. 279, 123, divided by 1,000. Yeah, he's probably made hundreds of thousands of dollars off of YouTube. Because, I mean, unless he's been marked advertiser unfriendly, which is a very high probability, he probably has monetized all of his videos. And this dude gets over 1 million views on each video. So he's probably, like, as I said, if we add up his Twitch, his Patreon, his YouTube, and whatever other I think he sells merchandise. Let me see if he sells merchandise. Does he? He doesn't have ads on his website, which would maybe if someone like knows him who's watching this, send him a comment and tell him to put up ads on his website, because that would be another good way to make more money. Because I mean, why not? Let me see if he does sell merchandise or not. So if he doesn't, he should, because that would be another good way to make some extra cash on the side. Okay, so it looks like he doesn't sell merchandise, but he probably makes well over 100 grand a year. I'd be shocked if he didn't make over 100 grand a year. So let's just go and see what kind of stuff he's been working on lately. So let's go back about a year, because that was about the last time. The future of Yandere simulator character models, progress reports. I'm trying to think, where was it that I had kind of left off when I was doing my video? I think it was back quite a while. So, a warning to all game developers in defense of Twitch. Response from Twitch. Does yandere-dev really need a small town? What? Why am I taking so long? The problems part 1. Okay, let's take a look at the problems. Let's see what his problems are. Unless this is a video I already seen.
Speed of yandere.
Okay, that was actually the one that I had already seen. Okay, never mind. Let's see here. The future of Yandere Sims character models. Let's examine Persona. So that's kind of like a reaction review of Persona. We have a development update. Let's see what his development update is.
I've got some great news to share about the
yeah, I'm
game's
sure you do.
First, I'll need to give you a little bit of backstory. Last year, I mentioned that it took 30 seconds to compile the game's code, and 30 seconds to load the school. What I didn't mention is that the game engine I was using was limited to 4 gigabytes of RAM. And
what? I've tried running it. This thing runs like shit. It runs awful.
Frequently crashing whenever the game used
more cause it's
than 4
garbage
gigs of memory. These crashes were happening whenever I needed to reload the school, and it took 30 seconds for the game engine to restart.
30 seconds. So I fired up the game, and how long did it take to load? Did it take 1 second, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15? It took 30 seconds.
In other words, it was very common for me to wait a total of 90 seconds
oh my God.
every time I wanted to make any sort of change to the game. I wish I could say that I'm a flawless robot who never feels emotions, never gets distracted, and never loses focus. But that's just not the case. I'm a flesh and blood human with just as many flaws as anybody else.
Real human being and a real hero.
Knowing that I would have to wait 90 seconds to make a single adjustment was severely frustrating and demotivating.
Who gives a fuck? Why is he making a video about this? Like, I don't know anything about game development. Maybe 90 seconds to make a change isn't really that long. I don't know. It could be short, it could be long. Like, we have no context here.
As the compile times grew longer and longer, and the crashes grew more and more frequent, I stopped enjoying the process of working on the game.
Oh my God.
And I became far...
Oh, it stopped enjoying it. I was only making like 150 grand a year.
Productive. I started to avoid writing code, and kept myself busy with other tasks that didn't involve code. When you're just sitting there waiting for a minute and a half every time you need to make a single tiny change, you get bored. You get tempted to check Twitter or Reddit or YouTube for just a minute. But 1 minute turns into 2 minutes, and then 3 minutes.
Oh my God.
And then you're no longer focused on what you were previously doing. The 90-second wait times were not the only reason why progress on the game was slowing down, but the long periods of waiting were creating multiple other problems that each slowed down progress in a different way. Fortunately, because the cause of the problems was...
Oh my God, it's the worst. It's the worstest thing. I have to wait 90 seconds? Like, granted, that's probably annoying, but hey, it's your job. And it doesn't sound like he's really tried to come up with any solutions. Does this sound like a dude who's tried to come up with any solutions? Like, I'm sure he's going to say in a second what the solution was, but I bet you any amount of money he didn't really give a shit before.
Clear.
No.
The solutions were clear too. Converting the game from JavaScript to C# would speed up the compile times faster, and upgrading the game engine from Unity 4 to Unity 5 would stop the crashing. I wanted to do these things, but porting the game to a different code language in a different game engine would take months of work. And I didn't want the game's development to come to a complete halt while I converted everything over to C# and Unity 5.
Why?
So,
No, but, like, this is the whole sunken cost fallacy. So you're going to deliberately keep making a product that you know is complete shit. Like, he's admitting here, I've been stringing you guys along. I didn't want to take a necessary step that I know I'm going to need to finish this. Because let's be honest, if he doesn't convert it over and use the newer stuff, he's not going to be able to finish this game. If it's going to take 90 seconds and all this other... Well, like, okay, so let me just try to unpack this narrative for a minute, because this doesn't make any sense. So he's complaining I'm not making any progress, and I'm stressed that I'm not making any progress. And people are getting frustrated that I'm not making any progress. But I can't do the thing I need to make progress, because if I do, then I won't be making progress while I'm doing the thing I need to make progress. You follow me? No? Exactly. Like, nothing...
I didn't pursue those changes. But fortunately, someone was there to come to my rescue. In March of this year, I announced that I had begun a partnership with a company named TinyBuild. Since then, we've spent a lot of time talking with each other about the various ways they can help out with the game's development. For the past few months, they've been working on converting the game from JavaScript.
I thought, like, didn't he say he didn't want to work with game companies, that people, like, didn't know what they're doing, it was a waste of his time? So suddenly he's able to get somebody to do this stuff for him. He couldn't have done this years ago.
To C#, and from Unity 4 to Unity 5. And earlier this month, they completed the conversion. Unity 5 isn't limited to 4 gigabytes of RAM, so the game engine is no longer crashing whenever I reload the school. This means that I don't have to keep relaunching the game engine and reloading the school all the time. Additionally, C# compiles 6 times faster than JavaScript. In other words, I've gone from waiting 90 seconds to test a single change down to only 5 seconds. That's 18 times faster than before.
Whoa.
So far, I've only had a few days to experiment with the Unity 5 build of the game, but I can already see a huge difference. Being able to make changes to the code within 5 seconds is an incredible feeling. The last time I was able to make changes this quickly was back in 2015, when I was known for making rapid progress with the game on a daily basis. I can't overstate how big of a difference this makes. It's like that scene from Dragon Ball, where Goku reveals that he's been wearing super heavy clothing that weighs 250 pounds as part of his training. When he takes off the heavy clothing, he's finally able to move at his true speed. That's exactly what it feels like to go from 90 seconds of waiting to 5 seconds
Yeah,
of
we'll
waiting.
see if this actually makes a
Before.
difference.
Motivation, procrastination, and distraction. Unity 5 has a few differences from Unity 4, so the conversion from 4 to 5 did create some new bugs. Some of these bugs were actually kind of funny, and others were just plain weird. Over the course of the past 6 days, I fixed as many bugs as I possibly could, and I think that the Unity 5 version of the game is now a perfect match for the Unity 4 build. The fact that I was able to make such a huge number of changes in less than a week is proof of how much faster I can work using C# and Unity 5.
What are the odds this is
Thanks
going to
all
actually lead
thanks
him
TinyBuild.
to make
Of
progress?
course, TinyBuild doesn't intend to stop here. They're going to keep on giving me the help I need until the game is complete.
But I thought he couldn't. I thought he couldn't partner. I like, didn't he do like a whole video about how I can't partner? These people are going to steal from me, etc.
3 years, I've avoided bringing any other programmers on board the project because I was concerned that this would actually slow down the game's development. I would need to spend time introducing them to the code, showing them where the most important scripts are, explaining how the systems work, etc. Fortunately, I won't have to worry about that anymore. The programmer who was in charge of converting yandere-chan from JavaScript to C# and from Unity 4 to Unity 5 now has multiple months of experience working with the game's code and has become quite familiar with it. He's made a lot of notes on the areas of the code that he would like to improve, and he's already begun to make improvements throughout the game. In other words, we've skipped right past the phase where I need to spend weeks or months introducing a new programmer to the project, and now we're in the phase where I can benefit from having the assistance of a professional programmer
Oh,
who's
that's
familiar
great.
with my code and already has many
I hope he's paying these
ideas
people.
for how to help me out. TinyBuild and I have worked together to create a plan for the next few months. In short, I'll continue to work on Osana while TinyBuild goes through all of the scripts I've created so far and makes improvements wherever possible. I feel optimistic that I'll be able to make progress on Osana much more rapidly than ever before, thanks to the benefits of C# and Unity 5.
I doubt
And
that.
if I'm still struggling with Osana 1 month from now, then TinyBuild and I will reevaluate our plan so I can get the help I need with Osana. Before you get too excited, I'd like to remind you what I said at the beginning of this video. The long compile times and constant crashing are not the only factors that were affecting the game's development speed. C# and Unity 5 make a tremendous difference, but there are still other things that impact the amount of progress I'm able to make on the game.
Like, you assholes constantly emailing me.
If you'd like to learn more about this subject, I recommend reading a couple of blog posts that I've written.
Wow.
I'll include a link to the 2 blog posts in the video description. There's one last thing I'd like to mention before I wrap up the video. June 30th was my birthday. On that day,
Oh,
I received an avalanche of birthday-themed fan art and countless
avalanche of
supportive messages
degeneracy.
from people who wished me good luck with the game's development and thanked me for my work on the game.
oh my god. Okay, that's unbearable. Okay, so let's see what's next. So, good news: yandere-chan's childhood, Yakuza. Why the fuck is there Yakuza in it? Okay, what's this?
Hey, Midori!
Yeah?
Do you have a torso?
I think so.
Do you want to cover your naked torso?
Yes!
Then you need a Yandere Simulator t-shirt.
Wow!
Have you ever wanted to look down and see a Yandere girl with a knife crawling on your chest? Well, if you...
Okay, so he does. Okay, so he does actually sell stuff. It just there wasn't a link on his. I didn't see an obvious link, so that's kind of weird. But let's look at this crap. So we of course have bloody body pillows that you can switch from cute to bloody. So that's pretty cool. You got some yandere-chans. There's the Yandere Sim phone case. Is there anything lamer than phone cases? I use an OtterBox myself. So we have... I don't even know what that is. Holy crap, this dude sells a lot of shitty merchandise. Apparently if you give him $100, you can have your logo in the game. I'm kind of tempted to do that and have the Argent logo in with a link to the YouTube channel. Maybe to the link of me roasting this guy. That would be amazing if I could do that. But yeah, so he's apparently been doing that. So let's see here. Making Senpai reject a love confession. Update schedule. So where were we? So let's just see. Progress and thoughts. Driving your rivals to murder. Let's see. Let's look at his progress reports.
Near the beginning of Yandere Simulator's development, I had an idea.
I have my
Instead
idea.
of killing your rival, perhaps you could drive your rival to kill someone else. This would put her in prison, where she would no longer be a threat to you. Perhaps the player could even make sure that Senpai witnesses the murder.
That Senpai
The
notices
idea behind
them.
this feature is that absolutely anyone, no matter what their personality is, can be driven to commit murder under the right circumstances. The trick is figuring out your rival's weakness and then orchestrating the events that would result in a murder.
They have nowhere, he's nowhere near this. This is another problem. He just sets all these pie-in-the-sky ideas. Like, most people are probably thinking this and saying, this sounds like a good idea. But he's not going to do it.
I wasn't sure if I really wanted to commit to the idea of allowing the player to drive every rival to murder, since I knew it would result in longer development time for each rival.
Well, everything
So I
will.
decided that I would simply make a video describing the concept and wait until after the game's crowdfunding campaign to decide if it should be a feature of
Wait,
the
a
final
crowdfunding campaign?
game. The original plan was to explain the concept in a short video with a series of simple illustrations.
I don't see
I
crowdfunding.
kept rewriting the story, rewriting the dialogue, and adding new scenes until the project morphed into something that involved music, sound effects, multiple artists, and 7 different voice actors. In the end, the Drive to Murder video came out an entire year later than I expected it to.
Like everything this dude does.
But I'm very happy with the end result.
I'm very
I hope
happy with
that you
the end
enjoyed it.
result.
The Drive to Murder video is probably the last time I'll ever use Kokona as a test subject for demonstrating an elimination method. Now, she can finally live in peace. You're probably wondering about the status of the Osana confession cutscene that I described in my previous video. I originally thought that it might be possible to complete the cutscene by October 1st, but I still need some
Who
animations
cares?
before I can implement the cutscene.
Why do we
as I've
need to know
imagined.
this?
While I was waiting
Look
for
at
the
this
assets
fucking
needed,
like to
I worked
dislike
on other
ratio.
features that I've wanted to
People
implement for a
suck
long
this
time.
guy's cock. I
And
don't
that's
get
what
it.
the rest of the video is going to be about.
Oh my god.
The first thing I'll mention is that the school's headmaster is now physically present.
Who
in the
cares?
school. I'm not going to give you any details about him, because I want you to learn more about him on your own.
In this
I'm
game,
going to
that's
look
never going to
forward
come
see
out.
how YouTubers react when they encounter him for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
In real Japanese schools, students are in charge of cleaning the school at a designated time every day. This is something that has been absent from Yandere Simulator until today. As of now, Yandere Simulator has cleaning time, a period of the day between 3:30 to 4 o'clock when students will be seen.
It looks absolutely terrible.
Cleaning
Oh
the
my
school.
god.
Students will clean windows.
It doesn't even look like it's
desks,
from the same
phones,
game
toilets,
engine. It's
and
just completely
even get
different
chalk
style.
dust out of erasers on the rooftop. During every other period of the day, it will be considered suspicious to carry around a mop, a bucket, or bleach. But
Why?
during this window of time from 3:30 to 4, the player can carry those items without being considered suspicious. You may wish to plan your murders around the time of day when you can carry cleaning products without drawing suspicion. It might sound like I'm going wildly off topic here, but
You are.
in 2016, I got addicted to a game called Crush Crush. It's a game about clicking anime girls to make them love you. I actually spoke with the creators of Crush Crush, and we thought it would be
Literally the story of this dude's life. That's to say, like, I've kind of got into clicker games. I actually beat Adventure Capitalist, I'm sorry to say. Yes, you can beat Adventure Capitalist. I actually did. And I beat Adventure Communist. And there's a couple other clicker games I kind of got into. But I guess as far as kind of those games go, I don't think Fire Emblem Heroes would count, but I play that a lot of
really
that.
cool if our characters made cameo appearances in each other's games. Last year, Yandere-chan was added to Crush Crush as one of the characters who you can date. But over the course of the last 12 months, I simply never had the opportunity to add anything from Crush Crush into
Yeah, I mean, you're too lazy to.
Yandere-san until today.
Until
As
today.
of now, you can find a special item somewhere in school that will allow Yandere-chan to dress up as the girls from Crush Crush. Also,
Wow.
later this month, there will be an event in Crush Crush that revolves around Yandere-chan. It's supposed to happen on Friday the 13th. I'm definitely looking forward.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. He's just such a fucking doofus. Okay, so that's the progress report. So let's see here. So we have more progress reports. Let's look at a more recent progress report. We're just gonna go through this.
I've been working on a lot of different things over the past month.
No, you haven't.
I'm very eager to show you these things in close detail, but today I need to talk to you about something else. My next video will be about a cool new addition to the game, but this video is going to be about my update schedule.
Oh no.
Over the course of the past 3 years, I've established a routine. On the 1st and 15th days of every month, I upload a new build and a new YouTube video. Sometimes I'm a day or two late, because I'm working on a very elaborate video. My last video was so elaborate that it didn't come out until the 6th. But
Who
there weren't
cares?
any other videos for the rest of the month.
Who
what happened?
cares?
Well, when I'm working on a video, I stop checking my email so that I can spend all my time producing the video. My 34-minute rejection video took so long to make that when I finally finished it, I had 6 days worth of email to catch up on. Don't get me wrong, all of that email was essential to the game's development.
No, it
All of that
wasn't.
stuff you saw at the beginning of the video wouldn't exist without help from volunteers. So
Ah,
it's necessary for me to spend time communicating with them and providing feedback on their work. But by the time I was done with the video and caught up with my email, there simply wasn't enough time left to put a cool new feature into the game by the 15th. Whenever I realize that a video deadline is a few days away, but I don't have a cool new feature to show off, I try to think of something else I can make a video.
It's an artificial deadline. I mean, dude, people understand how games. Well, they kind of do. Like, you don't have to release a new thing like every month, like every 2 weeks. Just focus on getting the game finished as quickly and effectively as possible. Stop with the fucking gimmicks constantly. You're never going to be finished if
I
you do
might make a
that.
video about a feature I'm considering for the game.
Well,
Or
you have
talk
too
about
many
the origin
features.
of a character. Or examine a game that can teach me how to improve Yandere Simulator. But over the course of the past year, I've begun to feel that making these kinds of videos may be detrimental to the game's development. When I force myself to make a video purely because I feel obligated to keep a tradition going, the result is often very disappointing.
Well, then
And
you
in some
make
cases,
hundreds of.
divides or
Then you make
angers the
thousands of
fanbase.
dollars each
Let me
time.
give you an example. On August 25th, I realized that I only had a few days left until my next video deadline. I tried to come up with an idea for a video, and remembered the topic of renaming Yandere Simulator to Lovesick. I came up with the idea of adding a lovesick mode to the game to appease people who don't like the current cutesy atmosphere of the game. So I spent the next few days implementing the mode and then released a video about it. Afterwards, a huge portion of the fanbase expressed that this was a very bad idea. Most people feel that the game's charm comes from the fact that it combines dark subject matter with a cutesy anime exterior. If I give the player the option of completely changing the game's presentation, then the game's...
This is such, like, who cares?
...even post screenshots or teasers of upcoming content. I hope that this video helps...
Okay, so that was unbearable. So let's see. If Senpai Loves Me, a Yandere Simulator Christmas Carol. Phone Addicts. Okay, so let's look at the new progress report.
There are a lot of features that I've wanted to put into Yandere Simulator for a very long time.
Yep.
But I simply never set aside the time to work on them. I decided to use the past few weeks to implement some of the
Body
features
pills
that
were
have been waiting
available
months
from
or
limited
years
time
to get into
only.
the game. For example, ever since I first put a corkboard into Yandere-chan's room, I've wanted to allow
Oh
the
my
player
god,
to
that
decorate
looks
it with
terrible.
red strings. And now, this feature is finally...
Who
in the game.
cares?
It doesn't have any kind of meaningful effect on gameplay. This feature is only there so that the player can roleplay as an obsessed serial killer. Yandere Simulator is supposed to simulate the experience of being a yandere girl, so I think it needs a few features that exist purely to let the player step into the shoes of a psychotic, lovelorn girl. This is one of those features. One of the game's oldest features is that Yandere-chan becomes overwhelmed with emotion when she stands too close to Senpai. Her behavior frightens Senpai, who tells her to go away and leave him alone. For a long time, one of the most common complaints I've heard about the game was that Senpai seems rude for telling Yandere-chan to go away. This was probably because the animation she was performing didn't really communicate exactly how creepy she was being. As of now, Yandere-chan has new animations that she will play in Senpai's presence. The longer she spends around him, the weirder these animations get. You should now see an accurate representation of exactly how weird and creepy Yandere-chan gets.
Oh my god. It's endless. Just these bullshit minor updates. He's never gonna get anywhere with this.
In addition to every...
So he's there is a useful announcement in this video though that we'll see in a minute. You'll see this update video was not a complete waste of time. There is a method to my
Why are the Occult
madness.
Club boys so sad?
Good
Maybe
question.
it's because they didn't have a date for Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
But don't
Day.
worry, you don't have to be alone ever again. You can simply buy a date. Oh, no, it's not what you're thinking. Let me explain. As of now, you can purchase official Yandere Simulator body...
What the fuck? I never got the whole body pillow thing. It just doesn't. It's just I don't even get it. Like I kind of get. I guess with like a sex doll, you could at least there's that hole for your dick to put in, and maybe you kind of get something. But I mean, it's not like there's like foam boobies or I just don't. I don't even get it. It doesn't make any sense, even from a perverted standpoint.
This is real. These things actually physically exist. I'm serious.
Okay.
You can choose between two different art styles, so you get a body pillow that suits your taste. The front shows her loving side, and the back shows her dangerous side. But wait, 55% of Yandere Simulator's fanbase is female.
That is profoundly disturbing, but it also explains a lot about where we are as a society and why this project is still going.
Maybe they don't want a body pillow of Yandere-chan. Maybe they prefer a body pillow of Yandere-kun instead.
Yandere-kun?
Just look at those eyes. He wants you, and he wants to kill anyone
Shouldn't it be a body pillow of Senpai?
who's ever looked at you. So there's no reason to ever be alone on Valentine's Day again. Head over to crowdmade.com and check out the pillowcases they...
Guy's literally fucking Satan incarnate. Literally Satan incarnate, selling fucking
Have
body
to offer.
pillows. Ugh.
Yandere-chan and Yandere-kun will love you forever. And ever.
And I'll...
And ever.
Okay, that's gonna be in my nightmares later tonight. Okay, so I mean, you guys selling some body pillows. I can't really. I mean, this guy, like, he did get 1.7 million views on
I
that.
spent the past few weeks working on some features that I've wanted to add to the
Some
game.
features
for a
I
very
want to
long
add to
time.
the game for a very
Some of
long
these
time.
features are minor improvements, and others are kind of a big deal. I'll start by telling you about the minor stuff.
The minor
and then
stuff
I'll
I've added
describe
in.
the important stuff.
Okay.
While you're playing Yandere Simulator, there will be situations where you need to quickly locate a specific student. But if you haven't completely memorized that student's entire routine, you might not know how to find them.
Yeah,
To
that's
make things easier for the
confusing.
player, you can now tag a character from the student info page. Afterwards, a red circle will appear around that character in Yandere Vision.
Oh,
This type of
okay.
feature probably doesn't seem super fun or impressive.
No, that's like critical. 'Cause how the hell else are you gonna find people? I didn't actually know about that. I mean, that's not a very intuitive way to do it. But I'll give him credit. That's like something a basic modern game
But it's
has.
important to me to put features in the game that exist purely to make the overall experience smoother, so that the player isn't getting frustrated when trying to complete simple tasks. The last time I added new background music to the school was over 2 years ago. As of now, there is finally a new background track that the player will hear during school gameplay. The music changes depending on Yandere-chan's current level of sanity, and when school atmosphere is medium or low, so there are technically 9 new tracks in the game now. I hope to add even more background tracks in the near future. When I
Okay.
first put the corkboard into the game, I didn't plan for it to retain the player's photographs from day to day. I was fine with letting all the photographs disappear when the player left the room. However, I've recently seen people do some very creative stuff using the corkboard.
That's
And it's
really
a shame to imagine
disturbing.
all that effort being wiped away. So from now on, the corkboard in Yandere-chan's room will remember photographs and strings
Wow.
across multiple days.
That is
Those are the types of minor improvements that
that
I'm
is
working on.
incredible.
But now I'll discuss the more significant additions that I've made to the game recently.
All right.
I don't usually emphasize the reputation feature, but it's definitely one of the most important aspects of the game. If
What?
you are spotted misbehaving enough times, then Yandere-chan will be feared or hated or ridiculed by the entire school, including Senpai, which will lead to a game over. You can think of your reputation like a health bar. Once you take enough damage, you're dead. Previously, getting a low reputation game over was very unceremonious. You just see some text on a black background, and then it's all over. To really emphasize what Yandere-chan goes through when her reputation hits rock bottom, I decided to make the low reputation game over sequence a bit more elaborate.
Okay. I hate the game overs though. One game overs are really annoying. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool the first time. I just prefer the would you like to continue thing. This is kind of like some Majora's Mask shit. Uh-oh. Senpai noticed you, but in a bad way.
In the future, there might be multiple versions of this cutscene, depending on the exact reason why Yandere-chan's reputation has fallen. For example, if the entire school fears her and thinks that she's a scary, I
Okay.
added this persona to the game because I wanted to have as many that
What
has been
persona?
bothering me for years is the evil persona. The idea was that this type of character is delighted to watch people die, so they won't report you to the police if they see you commit murder. I added this persona to the game because I wanted to have as many different personality types as possible. But from a game design perspective, this isn't a very good feature.
Why?
It's basically a get-out-of-jail-free card that allows the player to completely escape the consequences of their actions with zero effort whatsoever. And it's completely redundant because it's functionally identical to the coward persona. I don't want to completely remove the evil persona, but I do believe that the player needs to put in some effort if they want to get away with murder. So, I've made a compromise. As of now, the evil persona has been replaced by something new, the spiteful persona. The spiteful character reacts to murder by running away and calling the police, unless they hate the person who you murdered. For example, if you make the bullies harass a spiteful student,
Okay,
he
that's
will
kinda
wish for the
interesting.
deaths of the bullies. So if you murder a bully in front of that student, he will be grateful towards you rather than afraid of you. and he will not report your crime.
I bet you any amount of money that this relationship system doesn't work at all. Like, all this stuff sounds way more... we'll see when I look at the game build again, but I really doubt this.
A spiteful student will see no worth or value in that person, and won't be disturbed if that person dies. Right now, these are the only two ways to make a spiteful student hate another student. But perhaps there may be more methods in the future. It's also possible that...
It's just such like a... It's like he won't finish the actual... He won't work on the actual story mode. He hasn't finished, like, the first rival yet. But he's adding in all this, like, extra stuff.
Right from the start of the game, without any action from the player. For example, maybe one of the students in the drama club despises Kizana and wants her dead. If you do enough research, you can figure out who it is. And then you'll know that you can murder Kizana in front of that student without any repercussions. It's no secret that Yandere Simulator is heavily influenced by the Hitman series. In fact, the video that plays by default on my YouTube channel is the video where I compare Yandere Sim to Hitman, because it's the fastest and easiest way to explain what type of game I'm trying to make. However, I definitely don't want Yandere Sim to just be a reskinned Hitman game. And I'm always trying to make Yandere Sim different from Hitman whenever possible. The most unique aspect of the Hitman games is the ability to take someone's clothing and disguise yourself.
Really? That's the most unique?
And pretended to cry when tragedy struck. Deceptive, manipulative person who is putting on an act at nearly all times.
Okay, so we have personas. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, it's just a, I don't know. That's the current progress report. So he's just we're moving on from that into the Delinquent part. Okay, so let's see here. Next we have the Delinquent saga. So let's see what happened with the... And the principal has become Gendo Akari. The guidance counselor has huge boobs. And then there's some other random woman. Who's she? Is she like the other yandere? I don't get it. So there's like DLC? Is this like an episodes? Like some sort of fucking episode thing? So let's like, what is this?
Stay down.
I want to take a moment to quickly describe the biggest difference between Yandere Simulator and other stealth games.
It's
In Metal Gear Solid,
shittier.
it doesn't really matter what this guard thinks of the protagonist. His opinion is irrelevant. If the protagonist punches him in the face, he'll be angry, but his opinion has no effect on the rest of the game. As soon as the player moves on to the next area, that guard no longer exists. He's completely removed from the
No,
game's
that's
menu,
not true at
along with
all.
his opinion
Lots of games. I
being
can't think of them, but
If
lots of
Agent
games
47
have
punches
this.
a man in Paris, it has no effect whatsoever on his next mission in Japan. That man no longer exists.
No, lots of games have like a reputation meter or something, or people get afraid of you. I don't know.
And neither does his opinion. This is where Yandere Simulator is different. The game is designed around the concept of a character who must continue returning to the same location every day, school, where they will see the exact same people from yesterday, their classmates. People remember what they saw you doing on previous days.
Maybe.
If you make a habit of frightening the people around you or get caught doing bad things, you'll develop a bad reputation.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like
In
AI.
Yandere Simulator, the player is
It's
not
like
given the
advanced
option of
AI he's
attacking
come up
people
with.
non-lethally. If you were to attack someone without killing them and let them escape, they would just report you to the school's faculty and you'd be expelled. There's no gameplay benefit to leaving someone injured or half dead, so it's simply not an option in the game. Making the choice to attack someone in Yandere Simulator means that you are making a commitment. You're committing to killing them, and nothing less. This is the way that the game has always worked. Until today. As of today, a new type of character has been added to the game. They are called the Delinquents. They are no
The gods of the
and they
Delinquents.
will not hesitate to
The
use physical
Kendos of
force
the
to defend
Delinquents.
themselves if they feel threatened. But if you were to beat them up, they would respect you rather than hate you. They don't respect the school's authority figures, so they would never report you for misbehavior. They don't care about school rules, and they don't talk to anyone outside of their game. So if they spot you doing something bad, your reputation would not be
This
affected.
is like the most super
These factors put them
basic
into a different category than
AI.
every other student.
I don't know.
They are the one type of character you can attack non-lethally without worrying about them hating you or trying to get you expelled. There are also multiple reasons why it might benefit the player to attack the Delinquents. Because of all these factors, a combat minigame has been added to Yandere Simulator that allows the player to fight the Delinquents. In June of 2016, I proposed the idea of a Yakuza-style beat-em-up combat system in Yandere Simulator. There
Why?
were a lot of problems with this idea, so the concept was rejected. The combat system that I've added to the game today does not resemble the beat-em-up combat in the Yakuza games. What I've created is just a
Why?
simple
Why
minigame.
is he
I'll
adding
explain how it
this?
works.
Like, and this is my issue. Like, he's coming up with this shit. He's putting like the Delinquents in. He made like this big trailer to make it look like it's, I don't know, some sort of like car commercial. And now we have the, I don't know.
When the player has to press 3 buttons in a row.
Why? Why is this being implemented ahead
If
of
you
like
miss
the
any of the
actual
buttons,
game?
The minigame resets. If you miss the first button, Yandere-chan takes damage. If you take too much damage, you lose the minigame. The Delinquents are not bloodthirsty barbarians. They will attack you in self-defense if they feel threatened. But if they see that you are too injured to continue fighting, they will back off. However, if a Delinquent watches you kill someone, he won't show any mercy, and losing the minigame will result in Yandere-chan being knocked unconscious. After that, the Delinquent will call the police, and you'll be arrested for the crime of murder. If you win the combat minigame, the Delinquent will drop his weapon, and instead of following his usual routine, he will go somewhere else to sulk about losing. But if a Delinquent has seen you kill somebody, he won't drop his weapon when you defeat him, and he will keep trying to attack you until you force him to stop by killing him. If a student sees you fighting a Delinquent, you get a reputation penalty. If a teacher, senpai, or a student council member sees you fighting a Delinquent, you'll get a game over. If you are injured
Why?
during a fight with a Delinquent, bruises and blood will appear on Yandere-chan's face, and her animations will change. To return her to normal, you can rest in the school's infirmary, but doing so will cause Yandere-chan to miss class, which will lower her reputation. Now that I've explained why the combat minigame exists and how it works,
You didn't explain
I'll tell you about a
shit.
few other things that make the Delinquents unique. First, the Delinquents arrive at school later than any other group of students, and they intentionally arrive
This
at
is like
class at
such basic shit that just takes him forever to do. So that was the huge improvement that he put in. So that being said, let's go and head back to the main event. Okay. Yandere Sim, we meet again. So ever since I did the last one, people have been asking me to go back to this. They said, look, Argent, you completely failed the first time you played this game. It was a total disaster. It was, you didn't really try. It was at the end of a lengthy video. So we want to see you try to actually play this game. Besides that, it's been over a year since the last time I played it. And it's going to be real good this time. It's going to be, I'm sure he's made a lot of progress. He has all those volunteers working for him. He's got hundreds of thousands of dollars probably in donations. So we're going to just check this out and it's going to be great. So before we begin, let's take a look at the sponsors. Okay, so Fluento doesn't even have a link. He just sucks so hard. Scatric, that's great. Named after feces, like this game. Trollmaster 3, Moe Waifu's Moe Misery, Happy Life Education Foundation, Scream Punk Arts, Terra Tyrant Shadik, who doesn't even have a link, and Mon Kita. And for some reason, there's a bunch of blank spaces. I guess, is Happy Life just suck, or is it special? So I'm just going to pull up these things, and we're going to see who the Steam sponsors are. Okay, so we have the first sponsor, Game Act 3, 240 subscribers, and all he's made is My Little Pony videos. That's great. So that's the first kind of fan. And we got some bot who spammed, I don't know, is that Hindi? I have no idea what that language is. Hello Soya 2 fan. So, sponsoring Yandere-chan doesn't seem to have brought him much success. Okay, next we have Trollmaster 3. And about me, I'm a shy person. I don't call out to people. Why? Because I suffer from Asperger's and social anxiety. I also suffer from social anxiety. I'm not going to make fun of this guy because he looks like he's kind of depressed. I don't know why, though. Okay, his YouTube channel. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think Yandere devs really helped him much. Sponsoring that game wasn't the best career move. Oh, wait a minute. He actually got 15k views on a video? That's pretty impressive. So he has no comments. So that was money well spent to sponsor that. And these are the links in game, by the way. I'm not making these up. And he's played Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth, which looks like, yep, it's some kind of like moe hentai game with some blackface troll videos. What the fuck? And underage girl panty shots, and he has played that for... How long was that? 102 hours. Okay, so that is the second sponsor. I'm sure I Am Proud, made with pride by the DeviantArt community. A deviant on DeviantArt. Let's see here. Please don't note me unless it's important. I don't do requests. Commissions are closed. I'm transgendered. Get over it. Comments are open on my normal art. Comments are closed on my fetish art after a week. You don't need permission to draw any of my characters. You do not have permission to post, edit, or color my art unless you commissioned it. But they aren't doing commissions. So... transgender mature content. What sponsor? This person obviously has had a lot of success. We have some losers who gave them money, started a donation pool. All points go to extending my DeviantArt core membership. So this person also doesn't really seem to have helped much, so that's good. Let's see what other quality sponsors do we have on this list. Okay, we have Moe Waifu's Moe Misery. We have what's her name from... What was that called again? Steingate. I think that's the same girl from Steingate. Entertainment website. Do they have a link to their website? Okay, let's see if they have a link to their website. Entertainment website. Is there a way to get to this website? What are they out of? Is this just a Facebook page? Is there a link to it somewhere? Okay, there's a Steam community with some anime girls. Okay. There's a video. There's Waifu Wednesday. Okay. We got some more anime girls. We got some panty shots. We got breasted Psyduck. What the hell is this? Category entertainment website. They have a phone number apparently. What the fuck is this? Okay, so it just seems to be a Facebook page. That's all it seems to be. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have here? Is there another... I'm trying to remember, is there another sponsor? Happy Education Life Foundation. This looks like some kind of front for like the triads. Happy Life Education Foundation is a registered nonprofit organization approved by the Hong Kong government since November 2014. We aim at running nonprofit. Wait a minute, this is China. Okay, so if this is China, apparently these guys, whoever the hell they are, it looks like a front for the Chinese mob, is one of the main funders of yandere-dev. So let's try to figure this out. So the current version is under test. We apologize for any inconvenience caused. Overview. Run one or more nonprofit schools providing the best education to the Hong Kong society of young people in Hong Kong, meeting the diverse needs of the community. Encourage the younger generation of Hong Kong to understand China economy strong, past and present, and gain international exposure, helping them to build a bright future with open-mindedness and national pride. I love how just absurdly patriotic the Chinese are. Encourage, promote scientific and technological information and lead a green life. Care the underprivileged and create a better world. Yes, this is such China speak. Share the same vision with us to be our partners and friends. Your generous donation will be completely appreciated and used in the best possible way. This is like the fakest looking thing ever. This crappy scanned incorporation pictures. Organization structure. We got this horribly done. Like, what is this? Board education? This looks like such a triad front group. Contact us. There's a recruiting email for what? I don't even really know what this organization does. Look, they post the same image on every page. What the hell is this? And this is the main sponsor for yandere-dev? Hong Kong Academy News. Wow, this has updates in 2018, but most of the updates are just blank updates. What the hell? The next page? Who the hell on one page? Like, what? Why is there no content there? This looks like such a front group. Ways to donate. Bank transaction. Let's see. Donate online. Column, there's not even a way to donate. Information of donation. Column is under construction. So you can't even donate unless you give them your bank information. Okay, careers. Han Academy job opening. So everybody, if you want to work at the Han Academy, they actually are hiring a bunch of people. So if you've ever wanted to work for the Happy Life Education Foundation of China, of Hong Kong, and help to make China economy strong, then you can do it. So I don't know, that looks like a front group for the triad. So Yandere Simulator is funded by the triads. Confirmed. Pretty much. Anyways, let's go back to this shitty game. Although that's probably more interesting than anything that'll be in the actual game. Let's see here. What's mission mode? Uh-oh. Okay, here we go.
Welcome.
Random mission, design mission, load
Looking
mission.
For a certain mission?
Enter the mission ID. What the hell is this? Invalid mission ID. Weapon does not exist. What? Design mission. Nemesis conditions. Oh, okay, I get it. That's why it required... Okay, so there has to be a certain combination of stuff within this. Okay, so each one is, I don't know, like, there's 1 to 9, and those are all variables. Okay, that makes sense to me. kill only the target, and then there's a bunch of random options you can turn on. So that's kind of interesting. Let's see, a random mission. Kill that person. You can kill the target with any weapon. You may not kill the hunter. Is this different difficulty settings? No, that's Nemesis. Then there's difficulty levels, which add more objectives, I guess. Okay, so let's just try this on easy. Kill Okarudo. I guess kind of like Princess Rudo. You can kill the target with any weapon, so I just have to kill her. Okay, that sounds easy enough. Right? Let's see. Okay, so this will be like kind of this is like the tutorial mode, I guess. I don't think this game has a tutorial mode yet. I don't think this game will ever have a tutorial mode, because that would imply it's done. But I have faith in Yandere Dev. I think that dude knows what he's doing. I think this is a quality product funded by the Chinese triads of the front group. Oh, and look at that frame rate. It makes me want to puke. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, the model doesn't look terrible. It's kind of weird because they kind of look like cell shading at the distance, but it's not as cell shaded up close. The frame rate is truly horrendous. It works okay with the 360 controller. Gossip about Senpai. How do I gossip? Okay, I can't. It won't let me gossip. Okay, is there a run button? I'm trying to remember. Okay, run is left bumper. We have this girl on a tracksuit who I can't talk to. Okay, I'm clipping through her. That's always a good sign. Oh, wait a minute. There is a... I don't know if this was added in, but there's a... Wait a minute. There's a frames per second, 30. This feels like 5. So if you press down the left joystick, it'll tell you where you're supposed to go, I guess. Let's see here. Is that my... I can leave a note for Senpai? Or is this for somebody else? Okay, that's kind of interesting, actually. So I can ask somebody to meet me, and then I can say where, and I can say at what time. So I guess, depending on who I'm trying to lure, I can pick a particular time and place to see how well it manipulates them. I guess that's kind of how you lure some of your targets, or maybe Senpai. So we got a bunch of Gangaros, and they're just looking at their phone. I wish I was looking at my phone right now. So we have some I guess, future projects. Come join cooking. Okay, I want to join the cooking. How do I join the cooking? Join the occult club. If there was cute anime girls at my school's occult club, I would have joined. Light and music. I don't even know what that is. DCB double... whatever it's called. It looks like time has stopped. It stopped at 7:11. Oh, okay, maybe it's real time now? Let me see, is that showing me where my target is? I need to find a weapon somewhere. I can use bleach. Okay, I'm gonna kill her with bleach. Bleach is the ultimate weapon. Let's see here. Wait a minute, is this my desk? Is that her desk? What am I supposed to do? Okay, I'm gonna leave bleach there. Okay, so that shows me where to go to class. I need to find my target. Okay, I can buy a drink. I don't know if there's a money system in this game. Maybe you can take out, like, contracts on other students. And this is already unbearably boring. Okay, I'm gonna sneak around like Solid Snake. How do I get out of... There we go. That's how I get out of that. And like all crappy JRPGs, there's this long hallway. There's just this I don't know, I wish they'd just make smaller schools. I get they're trying to be realistic and make a full-size school, but it's just annoying. And we got the
Welcome to the Martial Arts Club.
Whoa,
What brings you here?
that was
We
really...
study hand-to-hand combat and practice self-defense techniques. If you join our club, I guarantee that you'll be able to defend yourself from anyone that might try to hurt you. If you think you've got what it takes, you're welcome. Interested in joining the club?
If you join the martial arts club, you will automatically win physical confrontations against students and teachers. So it's like a cheat code. You automatically win. That sounds pretty good, so I'm going to join.
You are now an official member of the Martial Arts Club.
So it appears all I had to do was join, and I get the... Let's see, can I interact with that? No. Join, and then I get this cool bandana, and I guess that makes me immune to physical combat. We have the music club, and this girl is in, I don't know, weird colors. This information is not available yet.
You are already in a club.
You can't join multiple clubs, just like in real life. So I don't know why she's grayed out. I don't know why I can't talk to her. I guess that just hasn't been programmed yet due to stress.
Oh, we paint, we sculpt, we craft. Sorry, exclusive.
Sorry, exclusive. Screw you. Let me see. Is there some kind of like putty knife or something I can take that I can use to kill people? Look at that. That is some high quality art right there. Oh, here we go. Alright, let me see here if I can get some panty shots. If I get some panty shots, I can sell them. No. Damn it. Let's go upstairs. Let's see what's in here. It's just an empty room. Why is there an empty room there with nothing in it? Why would you even program that? Okay, we got some more panty shots. If I recall, there's someone you can like sell them. There's another empty room in the exact same spot. That's classic. Learn new topic. This is actually kind of surreal. This is like the untended graves in Dark Souls 3. This is like where the game would exist if someone hadn't gone back to like the fire. So this is, I don't know, this is the anime club, I guess. So this is kind of like a simulacrum. This is a club within a club.
Greetings. You are all...
And I can't join and I can't talk to them. And it looks like the coloring's missing and I can't go in there. What is that? Info club. Photography club. Okay, info club. It's just like Persona. Oh, and it's that girl who will pay you for panty shots. Science club. Let me see what's the science club. Blowtorch. Okay, I'll take a blowtorch and a screwdriver. I'm sure that's stuff. Oh, I can only carry one weapon at a time. How do I put it away? Okay, I'm just gonna carry a blowtorch around. I'm sure no one will notice. Okay, and we have missing textures. We have a random robot that looks like a Pegasus Knight from Fire Emblem. We have the same placeholder girl.
Goodbye.
Who doesn't do anything. I wanna interact with the robot. Let me see if I can sell a picture of the robot. I don't get it. What are you trying to show me? Okay, fine. I'll make sure the subject's in the exact center, you bitch. Okay, so she doesn't want the naked robot for some reason. I don't know why. I always had a thing for naked robots myself. We have another Gangro girl. This school seems to have a lot. Who am I supposed to be killing anyways? Kill Okarudo. Okay, there's no tasks. I can pass time. There's photos, there's stats. Enlightenment? You can gain enlightenment in this game? Numbness? Quit music. This is a huge school roof. I wish my school had a roof like this. Okay, this girl looks like a waifu. Hello there, compliment. It's the relationship system. I want to gossip about senpai. Okay, well, let me gossip about senpai. Screw you, bitch. Red-headed cunt. I'm gonna... see here. How do I kill her? Oh my god, I just killed somebody. I was wrong. This game is fucking awesome. I have blood on me. I'm sure that's going to be fine, though. I don't have to worry about that. Maybe if I go to a bathroom, I can wash off the blood. Let me see here. Are there bathrooms in this school? I don't know. Ignore the blood on me, and I'm sure it's nothing. Nothing important, nothing important. Damn it, this won't go unpunished. It's like the ending of Heavy Rain, the unpunished ending where Scott Shelby just staggers away. Let's see here, the occult club. I'm gonna take the ritual knife. Visibly armed. Okay.
Dead. Lead me to them.
Is that blood? What happened to you? Nothing happened to me. I don't know what you're talking about. The blood is just there. Okay, we have another placeholder. Oh, cool. You can take swords? Can I go on a rampage with a... Is this a real sword or a fake sword?
No, it can't be.
Oh my god, it's a real fucking sword. I could just go on a rampage with a
Why
sword.
would anyone do this? I'll call the police immediately.
Hey, you fucking slut principal.
There's been a death at Academy High School. We need help right away.
Okay.
What can I help you with?
Hello there. I'd like to report a murder.
Don't misbehave.
Okay, I'm not going to misbehave. This sword is not an indication of anything. Let me see here. Is there a way to clean myself? Can I clean myself off in the fountain? All the perfumes of Arabia will not wash away the blood on my hands. Okay. Nobody pay any attention to the crazy girl running around with a sword. And I got maced. And it's game over. I thought I instantly won any physical confrontations. Okay, I want to try that again. That was not very good. I'm sorry. I think the challenge of the game is not to get bored and just start killing people. Because that's what screwed me this time, that's what screwed me last time, was I have no idea what the hell I'm supposed to do. Can I skip this? Okay, good, I can skip this. So let me see, where is my target? Is my target even here? Is that her? Oh, there we go. There's my target. Okay, so I'm going to follow her. I talk to you, gossip, bye. Okay. I don't have any weapons with me yet. Just my hands. Can I strangle her? No, my hands are not weapons. I'm not like Puma Man. My hands aren't claws. Let's see here. I need a weapon. I'm not going to be able to find her again if I lose her. This is some great AI. Look at that. Japanese schools are absurdly ordered. I mean, this is just insane. how they're moving in a perfect line. Look at that dude's hair. This is the greatest game ever made. Let's see here. I think I'm going to be able to win this mission. Okay, so the girl I want to kill is heading up there. So I'm going to head her off. Okay, there's the bathroom. That's where I can go to wash away my sins. Okay, I don't want to go there yet. I'm going to follow her upstairs. I forget if the occult club's up here. No. Okay, I'm just going to follow her to see which classroom she goes to. Okay, so she's on the top floor, it looks like. Okay, I don't know where she's going, so let's just... Looks like she's going to be up there for a minute, so let's go get a knife. Okay, announcement room. Learn new topic. Cool. Audio-visual room. Audio-visual. I need a weapon of some description. Photography club. Info club. Science club. Okay, I'll get the blowtorch. Pretty sure there was a... Okay, I'll get the screwdriver. And I'll take a blowtorch too. Alright, I got weapons now. And because it's a blowtorch, for some reason it doesn't count as being visibly armed. So maybe it won't cause blood because it's like a burning weapon. So I remember her being up on the roof. I think I can kill people by driving them into the fan. But let's see here, where did she go? This is the greatest game ever made. Okay, open. This music is just incredible. This music makes me just happy to be alive. Okay, and there's the girl I need to kill. So there's another girl right there. And she's shyly standing there watching the other girls. Hello there. How do I use the blowtorch? I want to use the blowtorch. I want to kill this bitch. There's no button to use the blowtorch. Okay, I'm just gonna wait until she's still spying on them even when they notice her. Why is there bleach here? How do I use the bleach? This is something special. Hello there. I want to tell you you're looking lovely today. It's nice of you to say. Okay, how do I lure? Can I lure her? Can I like pick up the bleach? Can I throw it? Uh-oh, people are worried about me because I was carrying bleach. I can laugh obnoxiously to draw attention to myself. If I maniacally laugh, it makes people think I'm the killer? What the hell? Okay, so it looks like she's not going to move, so we're just going to have to do this old school style. Okay, let's deliver the coup de grace. We've got the screwdriver out. How do I kill her? How the fuck do I kill her? I can't attack her because the animation doesn't... Okay, there we go. So I have to approach her from a very specific angle. What a shitload of fuck.
All objectives complete. Excellent.
Alright, I won! Now I just have to get out of here before evidence of my crime is found out. Let me see if I can clean up off the blood in the washroom. Because if so, that'll make future missions a lot easier. Where the hell is the washroom? I I thought there was one right by. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave. There's a death. Oh noes. Haha, now I just have to get away before anyone can catch me. And I did. I beat Yandere Sim. I beat it. And those guys have Stinger missiles on their backs. Cool. Where the hell is the exit? Is that a hedge maze? What the hell? There's like a greenhouse and a garden? That's kind of cool. Wow, this is huge. This is like a Japanese castle. And there's cherry blossoms falling. There's a fountain. There's this massive wall, which is clearly not there because he... to simplify animation. Hey teacher, you gonna try and stop me? Hoo-hoo! I'm the queen of the world. I killed somebody, I'm getting away with it.
Mission accomplished. Nice work.
And I won. I beat the game.